All right, so jumping off my last video with the G-Shock squares, I want to share with you guys a few of the watches that I'm looking at currently as fall 2018. We're in October now, so obviously I'm always looking at G-Shock squares. I'm super excited about these, especially with the combi versions coming out with Bluetooth. So these will be all, polymer, they're combination bracelets, so there'll be some metal in them too, but super excited about that. Mostly, I really do like that that one there with the positive display, but with a little bit of gold or yellow tones to it. But really, more importantly, there's going to be some new models coming out that are new colorways and everything that are going to be really good for that new Bluetooth model with the combi bracelet. So I'm excited about that. Let's move on. I am looking at some new Timex watches. There's this California line. Let's go back to that here. The California line here. There is, let's look at them real quick. Because you guys got time, I got time. Let's look at them. Takes a second for it to load. There's some really cool color combinations here. I think Timex is really killing it with the some of their releases. I don't know who got in charge over there or whatever, but there are some very cool watches. This is a 40 millimeter. It's a MK1 aluminum, so it's a super lightweight. It's going to have a single pass-through NATO style strap, I'm sure. This one right here, I'm a huge fan of purple. I don't think I would ever wear a purple watch, but this purple with the bronze coloring, anodizing or however they coated the aluminum, looks really cool. You can see there's like a blue, an orange, a yellow, and then the purple. Very cool watches, all under $100. That's even if you order directly from Timex. I'm not sure where else you're going to be able to get these from, but those are super cool. Let's back up here. What I was originally looking at and I wanted to show you was this guy. So they came out with a 40 millimeter automatic Marlin series. Let's look at this guy here. So they have a few different combinations of this. They have different colors. They even have a Snoopy model. So there's a black with like a gold, or not quite a rose gold. I'm not sure. I guess it's kind of gold. The silver dial with the polished case is going to be the hands down winner, I think. And then it has the automatic movement and everything. So really good looking watch. So you can see there the movement. Just a great looking watch. And I think these are going to be around $200, $220, I think, even if you order. Yeah, $250, even if you order directly from Timex. So I'm sure they're going to be had for a little bit less. There's the silver. They have some online only edition. That would be this one. It's like a really deep ruby or burgundy type red colored, really good looking. There's another one without a date. It's basically silver dial with a Snoopy. I don't want to bog you guys down with trying to find it on here real quick, but so we'll move on. Here's Pelton. These guys, I'm actually taking a trip. When this video uploads, I'll actually be down. Come on. I'll actually be down near where these guys are made. I live in Michigan. These guys are in southeast Michigan, and they are actually fabricating the case and the bracelet and then putting a Swiss movement in there. These are some really cool looking watches and an amazing looking bracelet, a very short link, H-link. It's very cool. So hopefully I can do a quick visit to their facility and take a look at their product. But you can see here they're doing an amazing amount of handling with these and fabricating of these. Really excited to go check these out. If you get a moment, look up Pelton watches on YouTube. They actually have some really good high production videos of their process. I think there's like 3 or 4 videos. Great watches, great looking watches. I'm super excited to go check these out. For many people, they're maybe a little on the pricey side. We can take a look. I'm sure there's going to be a ton of critics out there saying that they're, quote, overpriced. But when you look at the level of fitment, hand, finishing on it, and the fact that it is USA made, all the metal bits, what I mean, are actually fabricated, and then certainly the whole thing is assembled in the United States, with a Swiss movement. You're talking, their prices are $2,500, so I know that's a hard pill to swallow for a lot of people, including myself, but it's pretty cool. It's actually made in the U.S., so let's move on. We're looking, now I'm looking at the Citizen Eco-Zilla. I heard rumor that these are actually being discontinued, like they're not going to make them anymore. And there is some older versions, special models or whatever, even a titanium one. But I'm looking at getting the stainless steel one. You can still score those for just over $200. And then for around $50 or $55, you can get these end-link adapters, and then you can do NATO straps or anything you want, but that will be 24 millimeter wide. It is a big watch, but I'm looking at purchasing one of these. I really want to see it. I want to review it, and I'll probably order the adapters so we can do some different straps. I think it's a super cool, iconic watch. It might even be something I keep around. I know it's big. It's even bigger than a lot of the big Seikos, but everybody says it wears really good. So I'm super curious to see this guy, and I'll probably even keep it around a bit and loan it out to Bruce. I want to hear his opinion on it, and then even my buddy Jack, who's starting to do some videos and stuff like that. I want to see his opinion on it, because I think there's a bunch of guys out there that have always been curious about the Citizen Eco-Zilla, but they haven't pulled the plug on purchasing it. So I'm going to go ahead and step up to the plate and get that guy and pass it around a bit so everybody can check it out. So the next one I'm looking at, Hamilton has an amazing lineup. And I recently looked again, and I noticed they have some 38 millimeter watches that are very similar to their 42 millimeter watches, that all seem like when you get them in the 42 millimeter, they almost seem like they're maybe a little too big. So now that they're going to be doing a 38 millimeter, I think that might be a sweet spot. So I'm very curious to see this. I might have a very good connection here soon, hopefully, so we can check these out on the channel without me, saving up some money and waiting to buy it. But you have a thin case, automatic movement, 38 millimeter case, 19 millimeter lug width, but whatever. Hamilton makes really good bracelets, so I don't really have a problem with that. You have a display case back. This is the Red Bull edition, which I'm very interested in seeing this one. You can see there, it looks great. It's going to have the nice bracelet that folds all the way over flat on the case. It has a sandwich dial. I've seen some actual pictures of this. This is a rendering, obviously, but it has a sandwich dial. It has the date. I'm not sure if there is even lume or whatever, this one or the orange one, but there's a ton of different Hamilton watches. If you ever get a chance or you're bored, go ahead and look at the Hamilton site, and there's a ton of really cool watches. You can get lost in it. But anyway, guys, that's long enough. I just wanted to share with you some of the watches I'm looking at currently in the fall of 2018. See you on the next vid.